All right, you guys, we're back. Mother Nature is alive and well, and it is hitting us hard. I know other parts of the country and stuff. It's crazy. But went to the store this morning. Supposed to open up at 7 a.m. We get there at 7 a.m. after driving an hour and 15 minutes, and big old note right on the door says we won't be open till 9 o'clock. So just great Friday already, but it is Friday, so all good. We finally got everything we need. We're back here, and we just want to get you tuned in on what's going on. We've got our beautiful tile laid out, and in doing so, we're just staging this. We used a couple of 2x6s here to kind of get up off the carpet area and to get halfway kind of straight going across here. But what I want to show you is that is the reason that our third wall is not complete yet. It is just the box frame. We really did not want to put the niche in there until we knew exactly the tile that was coming so that we can do a little bit of homework here. And we're going to try to simplify that for you and make life a little bit easier. We lay ours out. We go ahead and we're using 16th inch spacers here for our grout line. And what we like to do so that we don't have to take these measurements, write them down, try to transfer them, all this other stuff, we make life simple. We've got our grout joints laid out. We take this little guy right here, just a little furring strip, if you will, preferably like a 1x, something like that with a sharp edge instead of a beveled edge. Just allows you to kind of get closer to your mark. And I take off the bottom of the shower pan here, we're going to have an 1/8 of an inch expansion joint here before we hit the shower pan. So I've actually got that in my equation. I'm going to set this down here as a guide and hold that 1/8 of an inch one right down here till it's flat. And you can see my mark is already fulfilling that. So as we walk up, we have these pinstriped exactly where this 16th of an inch grout line is. Now that we have this guy, it's simple. We're gonna take this in here. All our go board is gonna come down and rest right on the top lip. The tile then is gonna come down and set on this perfect ledge right here. So there is no need for me to come in here and stage a clip down here to set this on. It's already in the math. So now we just take this, and keep in mind, we did not worry about making this hit the ceiling here. It didn't matter. We already know what's going to be left up top. We wanted this not only lay out our tile, but now that we're up here, we're going to transfer these lines right over here to this 2x6. Now, as we're looking up, this is how we can pinpoint exactly where we want this niche to go. And in case you didn't know this, there is a thing, because we were curious years ago, there's a thing online, whether it's pronounced niche or niche. And to be honest, they're both correct. So however you say that word, niche or niche, just know that it is correct either way. It's kind of debatable, it's just, it's how we do in the English language. We take something and we twist it a little bit. So it's all good. But we like to call it a niche. Whatever your preference, that is what we are getting ready to sit here and figure out. So we are going to set this guy here just like this, and we're going to take a square right across here. We're going to transfer these lines. That way we can see everything. So when we go to put in the 2x6 right here for the right side looking in and left side over here, that's going to be our left and right wall. Then we're going to know exactly 1/8 of an inch up this particular tile coming around. We know exactly where that's going to hit, and we're going to put our niche in according to where we want it. So just makes life easy. Hope that helps you. Now let's get busy and get this wrapped up so we can start tiling. Okay, so look, this is we already had the box. So instead of putting the right side, left side going up and down in that span, the middle of the wood here can still sway in and out. So instead of fighting all that, we actually run these straight across, makes easy ties over here. These are just stationary blocks to keep us all right, but as you can see, our tilt and everything, we're level. Okay? And look. Level. Then look. Level. Now, if you wanna split hairs like we do, we're pretty it has to. We like everything to the spec. So let me show you something. Because what's great about this keeps us all in line. When we actually get ready to set this plate, we get it down to the nitty gritty, just like this. Look, check this out. So I'm gonna show you. This is 18 and 9/16. You can see that right on the tape. Now come on down here. Way on the other end, 18 and 9/16. So we are as humanly close as we can possibly get. Says the tape, says the level, says everything. So we love it, we like it. Now it's really simple. We know we have the up and down portion, our go board, our tile, and a educated guess on the thin set is already in the equation. So rough inside. Now it's really simple. How wide do we want our box? We're going to go with about 16 inches wide. Okay, nice 2x6, so deep niche, about 16 inches wide. So now we're going to put in our left and right block. These are going to end up coming out. They were just there for stability. Now, one more thing I want to tell you. With a span, for instance, with this span right here, this is 36 inches. So typically drywall is going on this side outside of the shower, but I want to show you this because you know it may not cross your mind when you're actually into it. Drywall is going on here. So if we put a 2x6 dead center of this, that is more than enough. 16 on center. We are perfectly for drywall. The problem is we only put one stud in here, even though that's super strong. On the flip side with the go board, we actually need those screws to be a little closer. We need more of them for the go board. So what we're gonna do is put 2 in here, make it really super strong. Now as we're doing the go board on the other side, we have the appropriate amount of screws for the sheeting. So I just didn't want you to make that crucial mistake knowing that this is okay for the drywall side and forget on the go board side that is too big of a span. You'll be able to push that go board. So we need that to be a lot stronger. We're gonna do the same to the top. All this is gonna be beefed up. And at the end, we left this last 2x4 out of the equation so we can sink all our screws in here just like that. Now we're gonna put in all the appropriate blocking. And lastly, we're gonna put another one over here to match this side right over here. There's our first one, there's our first one. We already had a laser to it. Here's our second one. We're gonna add that second one later. Once that second one goes up, then we're gonna cut this right off, just like we've done everywhere else, and then we'll be ready to install the go board. Okay, so catch you up to speed. You know, here's our niche. We had already showed you that. These were the braces up top. These are the braces for down below it. We went ahead and left these 2 blocks in. And then on top of that, I know this seems like a lot. What you don't know is the same thing we don't know. So we don't know what shower doors are going to be selected yet. And in shower doors, you know, frameless versus semi-frameless, there's a huge difference in the framework and behind. So in other words, the doors we put in a lot, the Vigo doors, all that needs to be in behind the wall, other than we have 2 studs here that we're normally in. We put these additional 2 blocks in on purpose because now we can come anywhere in this line with shower doors. We don't know if the customer is going to pick frameless. We don't know if they're going to pick semi-frameless. So the Vigo doors, all we need is these 2 all the way down, and the only thing that gets hooked to the wall would be somewhere right in here in this 3rd stud. Between 70 and 80 inches is where the Vigo doors commonly get installed. So we would have just ran blocks up here. We'd have put these 2 in and called it a day. But since we don't know what they're picking out, this is holding us up from putting the go board up and covering all this. And we don't want to have to take it back apart. So this way, we needed these 2 studs anyway for our support, which we have now. Matches the other side so the shower ends evenly across the way. So now we've put in 2 all the way down. Now it doesn't matter what shower doors they pick. We know we're gold in behind the wall. So that's the reason for all this stud work right here, in case anybody's wondering. The way we go about that, because of all these beveled edges, if you just slap a 2x4 on there and feel it with your finger, it looks good. You got to screw it in, it shifted a little bit. By the time you put in your second one, it could have shifted a little more. We don't want any type of tweaking this way when we go to set this bar later, whatever the doors may be. So what we do is put a block across, clamp it, block up top, clamp it, and then we pull these to us. That way they're all in line perfectly. And then we just take them off when we're done. Makes it simple. Now you don't have to worry. Now we know these are perfectly, completely bevel and all. They're straight, flat, all the way up. So now we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna add 2 studs over here. That way we don't have to worry and we can come on with the go board. All right, y'all, so we are gonna cut off for the day here. A couple pieces up here left to go, but the back wall, the side wall here is up. Everything's hidden nice and tight. There's our niche going in. We'll have the back wall up. But that's gonna do us for today. So let me just tell you why we don't have anything here. We don't have a shower head. We don't have none of that up here. So normally you would have a drop ear up here, you know, shower arm hooked to it, and then the shower head. So we don't have that because their actual shower head, everything is one huge system. So we'll go over that on Monday. There's no need to put anything up there. Plus, in behind the wall, there's no drywall going on. We can get behind the wall whenever we need throughout the entire process. But that's why there's no shower head or anything like that up there. We'll take care of that. We'll show you what's going on Monday. But all in all, this is great. Let me show you something else. Check this out.
Where the TV goes.
That's right. Tell them, Brian. Y'all look. Now, Brian, your own words, brother. Okay? We already know, but your own words. What kind of job they do.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Quick, too.
Yeah. So very efficient, man. Very efficient. And yeah, just beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. So they are in great shape. So they have literally done everything that you see. This is it's about 3 days work right here. 80 something sheets, and this is their pretty much their last coat here. The ceiling's gonna be smooth ceiling. We'll be tying in all our lights later. Y'all, Bernardo and them are on it. Man, they're awesome. So we're gonna leave you all like that. Brian, you happy?
Yes, very happy.
Brian's happy, so we're happy. So as usual, we'll see y'all on the next one. Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. If you ain't got to get out, don't get out.
Stay safe.
Till Monday.